Gonna play that mill. Blue-black mill. Demir mill. The quiet ones from the shadows mill. This one was a recent challenge victory. I believe the person got like 5th. I think that's what it came up as. And it's your typical blue-black mill. There's no Luris in this build. So no Luris in this one. It's kind of interesting. We got the 8 crabs, ruin crabs, and hedron crabs. But what's interesting to me is that we're going to be trying to tax our mana a little bit more with the Glimpse, the Unthinkable, and there is Fraying Sanity in this list. So we'll see if Fraying Sanity gets us a few wins or not. Sideboard's fairly typical. We don't have many Crypt Incursions, though we do have 1 bridge here. But in general, we'll see if this gets us there. We have plenty of removal, a lot of little bit of removal here. Doing that instead of the Crypt Incursion, and we're just full of Profanes and Soul Guide Lance. We're gonna take care of the graveyards. Gonna take care of the searching. We're gonna force them. We're gonna counter them. We're gonna do it all here. It's a blue-black mill. There's not much else to say about this one. It'll be interesting not playing with Luris. It'll be interesting not playing with Cacophony as well. Let's see how it runs, though. Because we are here to just play mill. Something simple. Something simple. What's up, Camber? How's it going, Mad MTG? Yes, Hazendan. We're organized. As organized as we can be. I like that little violin. I don't know why it's the sad violin, though. Is Camber disappointed with our selection of mill tonight? I figured a lot of people will be playing the new game, that Resident Evil that came out. I like the violin, too. Fair enough. You can like the violin and use the violin. I figure a lot of Magic folks are wandering over to that alternate game. That would not be what we play if we were to swap off Magic later. Can't decide what we'd play. But doing the Magic things first. Let's see if we can find opponents. There we go. Good start here, finding that opponent. It's gonna be just a quiet evening. That's what I expect it to be. Quiet. Let's play first. I don't think this list had Thoughtseizes or Inquisitions in it. Sometimes mill lists do have those. Seems alright. It's a Gigantha. Okay, we'll keep. Opponent could be searching. Who knows? Who knows? Do a Flooded Strange fetch for a Watery Grave here to start things off. I don't want to tip them off that I am mill just yet. Just the 10 of us hanging out tonight. I'm sure it'll climb slowly, but just chill. You've been playing a lot of Arena lately? Nice, nice. Do you play it on mobile or do you play it on the computer? I would probably play it on the computer. Mobile seems questionable. Opponent mulls to 6 here with the Gigantha showing. Is this Tron? Down to 5. Down to 5. I don't have anything that destroys any lands if they are. We have Field of Ruin in the list, but not in hand. It does smell like Tron. That it does. You smell burn. Mull to 5. Burn. All right. Let's see who is correct. What's all this violin stuff? Tron it is. All right, Tron. Well, let's go ahead and put down a Mesmeric Orb, I think. It's probably the best option for us. And we'll glimpse them, but we got a little ways to go here before Tron kills us. Please tap. Thank you. All right. Will Mill. Ruin Crab, Hedron Crab. We find ourselves another Mesmeric Orb. Let's put another orb down and pass the turn. Orbs might kill me faster than they kill them. Up. No, you're supposed to search. You're supposed to... Oh, they found it. Power plant. I don't think I'm supposed to try to visions here. If I visions find surgical, maybe. I think we just take our natural draw here after some orb mills here. It would have been a field of ruin. Could have been really good. There was another field of ruin too. Just saying. Let's go ahead and mill them out some. We'll pass the turn here. They mill a pair. Sylvan Scrying plus Ugin. We see Ugin, we see Karn here. See another Ugin. Little Ugin, big Ugin. Okay. Something is burning, but it isn't my sense of smell. Maybe they've got to go searching and I can archive trap them. Who knows? It's a shame we milled 2 Field of Ruins. That would have helped us a lot. 38 cards to go. Oblivion Stone. All right. I think I'll just mill myself 4 here. Surgical, Ensnaring Bridge, Mesmericord, Polluted Delta. We do find our own Surgical. This is interesting. Let's go ahead and glimpse them again. Start there. There's an Ulamog. What is the scariest thing here? Probably want to go ahead and Visions here to try to pick up another Surgical. I do see one here. If I had a second Surgical, that'd be kind of tempting. Let's go ahead and Visions here real quick. See what else we draw. There's a crab. It's a crab. I don't think I would try to put crab down because of stone. What is the worst thing that they can do to us right now? I see one Ugin, one baby Ugin, one Ulamog, one Wormquill, one Karn. Karn's probably a mill for 3 with the Surgical. I'm going to pass the turn back to them. They're going to do their O-Stone stuff, I'm certain. Right now they could play an Ugin, which would be a pain, or a Karn. I think I'm gonna just hit this Karn. Just got done farming my foil secret lair Bob Ross lands. Oh, framing. I'm like, farming. All right, we have Karn out of the graveyards, fine. What do we have to beat here? 24 lands here. We have a Wormcoil. Okay. Wormcoil. Okay. Ugin, little Ugin. And some Thrag Tusks. Alright. Seems beatable. Let's go ahead and grab a screenshot of their hands since Magic Online doesn't keep that for us. And go ahead, opponent. They don't have anything that searches, so I think I can F6 through the turn. So you framed them. That's interesting. Ancient Stirring's out of hand. Another Wormcoil. So now we have 2 Wormcoils. Plays the tower. Plays 1 Wormcoil. Plays the sphere. So we have an O-Stone and a Wormcoil. We have the Wormcoil. Now I don't need my screenshot. Kind of annoying that they have the O-Stone, but hey. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we do that, right? So we play crab, we do the fetching and all of that. And then I just play this down. Seems reasonable for a mill of a bunch. Mill, mill, mill. Mill, mill, mill. Mill some more. We'll enchant them. Feeling pretty good about another mill for 6 for 3 there. There you go. I imagine O-Stone has to happen. A land off the top wins. I'm at 16. Feels like I can just chump block with the Hedron Crab, honestly. I'll probably go ahead and do that. No reason to go down here with another Worm Coil engine in hand. I don't think they had another Ulamog. I don't recall another one. You don't want to play them. Would just curl. Okay, they got a land. We got the lock if they cannot get out of this. Well, we'll see. We'll see. They decide to go for the Chromatic Sphere here. No reason to search. They could put a Gigantha in play. Can they put Gigantha and Worm Coil? Then we'll need an answer. There's a sphere. Okay. Bob Ross is the #1 streamer. Extra greens made here. Maybe they can find a Thragtusk. Relic makes our visions really awkward. Like, really awkward. Do they want to just keep drawing, though? I'm going to attack. Six and put Gigantha to hand. I think I block. My glimpses are mill 10, so that would be enough. And having the second Worm Coil here means I get, what, 2 turns at this? Decides O-Stone. All right. Getting rid of their relic, which means the visions is just extra value here. Those are some blue-looking red cards. All right, my opponent's got 12 power on the board. Gigantha is still floating around in another world. So this is just a Visions turn at this point. Visions, see what else I can pick up here. Play crab, fetch with crab. Mill, mill, mill. And then we also have the fatal push as well. I'll just give it back to them with 2 cards in the library. 6, 7, 8, 9. I really don't see a reason to block here. Just in case they had, like, I don't know, something crazy. I don't know. Look at how many archive traps we have. We got all the archive traps. Hard cap. We didn't even cast the archive trap. My opponent never searched. We just never did it. Who needs that card? Visions of Beyond was really solid though. Force and Negation's probably okay in this one, and maybe Ashiok. These are the 4 cards that pique my interest the most. Fatal Pushes look a little weak. A little weak. I'm only playing fairly, no 0 mana cards. Yeah, it's got to be just these, and I just take the Fatal Pushes out. I mean, Bloodchief's Thirst can hit some of the creatures, so I'm happy with that. Force and Ashiok are blue cards to bring in. Get rid of the black cards. I mean, that's perfect, right? That's what Force of Negation's all for. Got a Crypt and a Bridge, gain a little bit of life, or do the things with blocking our opponents from attacking us. Ulamog obviously gets rid of Bridge, as does Karn, so be careful of those things. Let's get it rolling. Let's get it rolling. Record should just be right below me. It looks like it's still there. Looks like it's paying attention to. Down there. Let me reach down, grab it. There we go. Oh, I missed it. I lost the claw game. I lost the claw game. All right, opponent. You're just against Mill. Don't worry about it. Just bring in 15 cards. Shuffle, 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 and present. Mill beats up on Tron pretty hard. It can. It certainly can. Mill Fun League ahead, and we're against Tron, Grayus. It's everything you represent. It's like this league, this match was made for you. Yeah, it can though. All right, no lands, no lands. I probably can't keep a no lander. If Mill wasn't so expensive in paper, you'd love to own it. It is a pretty fun list. All right, what do we think of this one? This is this really isn't actually that good. I don't know. Not when you run 2 to 3 different shuffle effects. Yeah, I feel like I want to go for like that Archive Trap surgical kind of plan. Bridge would be put back. Fraying Sanity is not really being triggered except by Orb, and my opponent doesn't tap that many things. I think I've got to go one more here, because even the Bloodchief's Thirst not very good unless I have 4 mana. Let's mulligan this. Oh gosh. Well, I could counter something. Counter the map and surgical it. Keep the no lander. Ditch the visions. Ditch the orb. Do we keep the no lander? There's no way we keep the no lander. That's true. Force does exile. We'll mulligan one more time. Well, all right. Keep. Get rid of this land. Get rid of this land. Get rid of orb. Probably, because I have Palace in the Clouds. Tron doesn't tap that much mana. Tron doesn't tap that much mana. Let's go. Archive Trap, Eden Crab. We're so close. I actually don't want to expose Hedron Crab here, so let's just pass the turn. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. I'm not going to expose this. It doesn't seem right to do so. Yeah, no turn 1 is concerning. They probably have Tron. But we'll know which land we need to hit. It looks like it's Power Plant. Here we go. Oh, we're so close. All right. Crab it is. Land, mill. So I need to hit a Power Plant. Hit that Power Plant. Oh my gosh, I hit everything but the Power Plant. Oh, fetch. Do they have a kill? They do have a kill. All right. We'll just put a Watery Grave in tapped. We'll hope that they don't do anything completely busted to us this turn. As long as they don't, then we have the field, and I can field away something and get something. Ooh, 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 just a forest. All right, here we go. We got this game. Make them search, surgical them, get them. Tronless Tron. Oh, they're doing the searching for me. This will be even better and more busted. There's the power plant. Get them. Nom 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 nom. All right. Cool. I wish I could play this. I could. I really don't want them to untap with the green mana here, so I'm gonna probably surgical. I didn't actually hit a... Oh no, I did hit a power plant. There it is. So probably just do that first and see what we're working with. Where'd the power plant go? There it is. There's a power plant down here. I'm gonna leave myself with a mana. And I don't think field is necessary now. I think I can probably orb. Oh, maybe it's not good to orb. You see that in their hand? You see that in their hand? Look at that big wilt. I want them to use that before. All right, so we have Ugin, Mine, Wilt. Cool. We have... Wait, do we not have... Let's get rid of this power plant. I don't want that in the graveyard. Okay, there's 3 forests left and a Wilt. There were Veil of Summers. Sylvan Scryings. Okay, okay. Doesn't look terrible to beat. Let's go ahead and hit the tower as well for fun. And I don't have too much that's double black, really anything, so we'll get an extra island. I want them to use the Wilt to cycle if they would be ever so kind. All right, they play mine. We have Ugin Wilt. Sphere. Yeah, there were no shuffle effects either. They don't have Emrakul or something crazy like that. All right, what are we going to do with this Wilt here? We're going to cycle the Wilt. We're going to cycle the Sphere. We should cycle the Sphere. They put Jegantha to hand. We know they have Ugin the Ineffable. There's no Ugin for me to steal here. I could Mesmeric Orb this turn. If I do that, I'll lose the Mesmeric Orb. We have a Jegantha we've got to beat. I mean, milling 4 is probably good. Then if I find my bridge, just put Lurrus to hand and pass. I'm gonna do this. They'll probably have the Wilt here anyway, but then I can surgical the Wilt, and then my bridge is like super clean. So, mill. Ulamog, Sylvan Scrying, Forest, Sphere. No Wilts. Maybe they play Jegantha this turn. They tap out because they want to put Jegantha in here, but this is basically stopping Jegantha for a turn. It's kind of interesting to look at it that way. No Thragtusks in the yard yet. They do have Thragtusk mana. No Ugin. Little Ugin. Just this Ugin. Big Ugin. I wouldn't mind hitting the little Ugin with a surgical here. Ah, yes. Do you need to get Jegantha down? Oh, we're going to let me mill. All right, thank you. I like milling too. Mill too. Field plus Force. Oh, look at this one. What a card. Wilts. Okay. I'm going to surgical the Wilts now. Not gonna wait till instant speed, blah, blah, blah. They can do Sphere here to try to get, what? Veil or something? I don't know. All right, so we have to beat the following. We have Jugentha and Ugin in hand. We have a Blast Zone, Mine, Tower, Forest. So we have 4 lands. That's key because really everything else is 6 that they have. No, they have Thought-Knot Seers, but they don't have Thragtusk anymore. Okay. I'm gonna leave Wilt down here, that's fine. And we'll slap down an Orb. They'll mill 2, and then they're gonna mill at least 5. A Fraying Sanity or another Orb wouldn't be a bad thing to see here. We're at 17, it's a 4-turn clock currently. So that's good, and I don't know if they really want to use the Chromatic Sphere to draw. They want a Karn. They did find another land here, so they could play Ugin or they can play Jugentha. Personally, I think they've got to start playing this Jugentha here. But they may try to kill this. They do draw. Blast Zone for 1. Okay. You got it. Bold move. Help me mill you. At least we're not milling the 1 for the Blast Zone here. Ooh. How? I know they have Veils, so let's just fire this. Actually, Veil makes them draw another card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'm going to do this on their draw step. If they have the Veil, they can fire the Veil off, and then it's not a Jugentha here. This could mill 1 more creature. There was a Thought-Knot that disappeared. All right. Crypt Incursion, them. I don't have that. I've got 3 creatures. They've got more than me. Hello. Did not catch you live. Nevertheless, I can finally catch your YouTube tempo again. And apparently it's going to be easier with the new schedule you announced. We're just uploading Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I would not play Ugin here. I would play Jugentha, but they can play Ugin. Mill for 6 plus the draw here. There's a map. Okay. Okay. Looking pretty good for us. Mill 3 for us. 1 mill spell probably kills them. Well, let's find that 1 mill spell. Play Crab. Mill him. Mill him. Ta-da. Too bad we can't play Fraying Sanity here. I think we'd win. But either way, they're milling 6 here, going down to 3. They do have to kill me, and I'm at currently 25. We should be good. Yeah, our schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday uploads now. That's at least what we're going to try to hold to. But yeah. A lot less content to have to kind of like suck in and stuff. So I guess that's good, right? Never got Jugentha down, by the way. Playing that Orb earlier was good. And opponent concedes. Opponent concedes. We're going to mill this card, which is a Glimpse, and we're going to draw a Field of Ruin. Not bad. Good start. Getting the mill things done. Taking down Tron. Easy peasy. Fraying Sanity doing something. Mesmeric Orb. Rockstar and Archive Trap showing up a little bit. Not so much in game number 1, but definitely game number 2. I'll take it. I will take it. I'm happy. It's good. It's a W. W in the books. Good way to start the evening out. Happy Friday, by the way, everyone. How's it going? joined us here on the stream. Glad to have you here on your weekend. Starting off, kicking off. Nydia, what's up? No, it is Friday. You can't tell me it's Saturday because then the weekend's already started. We are the kickoff. We are the kickoff. Is this Squad Chief? I don't remember if this is Squad Chief or not. Looks like Squad Chief. It's probably Squad Chief. All right, we have a Blood Chief Source with a lure showing. We've got an Archive Trap and a Fraying Sanity. Let's go. You're from the future? All right, they fetched. Overgrown. Taking a look at the hand. Get blasted. We're going to help Luris out here. Going to help it out a little bit. We got a Jund deck here. Hex Drinker's Fatal Pushes, Lightning Bolts, and Teamer Battle Rage. Death Shadow across from us. No Fear from the Blood Moon. Takes a Visions here, and Bobble's played. It is Squad Chief? Excellent. Can't wait to hang out with Squad Chief here. There's an Orb. I don't know if they know about this. We'll just play this because we could cantrip the Visions if we wanted to. We probably won't, though. We'll see if they take this Visions, though. We'll leave it there. Enjoy. Took the Visions. Fetching. I can't do anything. F6. Fetching. Shocking. All the good things here. Let's go ahead and play down a Mesmeric Orb and pass the turn. Glimpse will be next. We don't want to Glimpse now because got to target them, and it's kind of bad worlds if they have Veil. Not completely likely, but what are you gonna do? We're fetching. We're fetching. Bloodstained Mire here finds a basic swamp. Probably running out of cards to go fetch. Puts Luris to hand. We're gonna mill 2 here and find a Fatal Push. We'll go ahead and Glimpse them and pass the turn. Mill 3, please. 1, 2, 3. 19 cards to go here. Luckily, we got past the Scourge at our healthy 20 life. Would love to play Fraying Sanity next. Tarmogoyf, we can kill that. It's a big 5/6 too. Mill 2. Surgical. Huh. What's the biggest threat down here? I see 1 Scourge, 2/3, 3 Scourge. I see 1 Death Shadow, 2 Death Shadow. I see 1 Thoughtseize, 2 Thoughtseize, 3 Thoughtseize. Pair of Teamer Battle Rages, and I see 1 Tarmogoyf. I doubt they use Bobble with Luris. I don't know. I don't know what's the biggest threat here. I do think I want to kill Tarmogoyf, though. I don't think I fear another Tarmogoyf, so I'm just going to give them the turn back here. I don't need to fire off this Surgical. Surgical unlocks creatures. Look, it's just Luris. Like, do I let them just play Bobble here? That's got to be, like, okay. Yeah, you can have Bobble. Go for it. You want to play Bobble? Didn't think so. Mill 1 for us. Extra Orb. Well, I'm not killing that, so enjoy another Orb here. Can I guarantee another mill for 2? This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if I take this Tarmogoyf. Let's get them in their draw step here. There's a Lightning Bolt down there. I see 2 Lightning Bolts. I see 2 Tarmogoyfs. I mean, Luris can play a Tarmogoyf, which is kind of frightening. Luris can also play a Scourge. I think I'm more afraid of a Tarmogoyf at this point. Although both would be 5/5s. I think I just let them go again here. Let them play out their turn. They're going to have to tap some mana, and then maybe I can, like, pick something that at least mills 2. And then when they play something as well, maybe we're okay. It's just a Death Shadow. I can Fatal Push that. Goyf wouldn't be a 5/5 still? It's a 5/6, sorry. slightly different. All right, down to 17 we go. We gonna tap anything else? We gonna tap anything else? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. That's lethal, right? That's lethal. Oh, they don't like this. They're like, hold up. Dismembers their own Luris here. I love it. Makes it a 5/5. That's fun. It's a 5/5. All right. I really don't know what I have for this. I mean, they have a reasonable amount of creatures. I suppose I want to take care of the graveyard for Luris. I don't know if that really requires Ashiok, but Soul Guide Lantern's probably okay to have for that. I wonder if Fraying Sanity is really any good here. My opponent's not tapping a ton of mana. Albeit, though, I am potentially milling them a lot with the crabs. Opponent searches a lot. Archive Trap should be live. My opponent would probably have Veil. The other thing they might have, if they have Tarmogoyf, they might have Abrupt Decays, which Aether Gust could kind of mess with. Put it back on top and then keep our bridge around, which isn't a bad idea. If I'm going to be getting rid of their graveyard quite a bit, I don't see the reason for Visions to stay in the list. I'm going to bring 2 Soul Guide Lanterns in. I think I want to get rid of the 2 Visions. I know Visions can refuel pretty nicely, but this seems right. I almost want 1 Aether Gust here too, and just get rid of 1 Surgical. Give it a try like that. I think the Aether Gust is... it's just enough for like a random Veil, dealing with a Tarmogoyf with bouncing, or, you know, variety of things like that. Opening hand looks pretty good here. I hate having to do Fetch Shock against a list like this, but I think this will be fine. Maybe 2 crabs here. Opponent's going to be wanting to get in for a lot of damage quickly. We'll keep. Little Verdant Catacombs here. Unfortunately, no Archive Trap. I'm expecting a Thoughtseize or Inquisition. Best card to play here is probably Ruin Crab first. It's Overgrown, Bobble, Thoughtseize. Doing it all. Might take Fatal Push here if they have creatures. Takes a Ruin Crab. Plays another Bobble. Uses a Bobble. And we draw a card. All right. I'll go get the basic island here, and I'm going to go ahead and play the crab. That way I can play orb and use the fetch and crab and then mesmeric orb here. There's a hex drinker. All right. And that is it. That is their turn. Let's go ahead and fetch here. Go get a swamp. I'm going to put the mesmeric orb down. This could be bad if they have another thing for the fatal push. But being that they only had one land here and failed to have another, I'm feeling okay here. They may even take Soul Guide Lantern now that I see a Croxa. They mill a Nurturing Peat land. So we're milling quite a few lands, actually. Nurturing Peat land, Bloodstained Mire. They do find an extra land. Pump Hex Drinker. They're just going to pump twice. They know about this Fatal Push. No block. Mill 2. We mill some here. At this point, it's probably smarter to hit it with Bloodchief Thirst. Because the only 3 spell is going to be Luris, and I don't care about Luris that much. Not with Soul Guide Lantern. Not with Fatal Push killing anything else. Yeah, like Fatal Push just kills this. Cool. Cool. Mill 3. Play a land here. Not quite in the realm of doing that. Should I kill? Or draw? Kind of want to eat their graveyard. I guess I don't have to because this doesn't target, right? Yeah, each opponent. We good to keep going here. There's a Scourge and a Tarmogoyf. Glad not to see those in play. We have an Inquisition that does nothing. Overgrown Tomb shocks in. Got a follow-up? Okay, another Scourge. Let's draw a card. Can I get a Field of Ruin for the win? All right, I'll take it. There's a Fatal Push. Get out of my way. Continue on, opponent. We might be hard casting an Archive Trap here. Who knows? Show me that fetch land. Nope, that's not a fetch land. Luris is back in hand. Fetch land for us. That's a Ruin Crab. We'll slap down a Ruin Crab. We did mill over a Watery Grave, unfortunately for us. 3 triggers here. Got Luris in hand. Extra draw for my opponent. 21 cards here. 1 fetch land, they die. I say that. They could have Veil to protect the Archive Traps. Bobble Plate out of the yard here. All right, no problem there. Mill 3. Bobble plus Mesmeric Orb. There's a Surgical. I probably have to hold the Surgical on the off chance my opponent has something that shuffles their library. I'm gonna play it risky, but hold on to the Surgical. And risky is like relative. My opponent can Tarmogoyf, can Scourge here. There's a Temur Battle Rage, which wouldn't have been a bad thing to take. 15 cards to go here, and they do have to attack us to win the game. Got 2 nice blockers as well. Little Tarmogoyf. Nice, nice. I'll probably let this one through if they attack. Our turn. Land. Yeah. Land. Get him with the mill. And we can now surgical the Veil of Summer and then hit him with the Archive Trap. Death Shadows, Croxes, Lightning Bolts, and Teamer Battle Rages. They needed red. They didn't have it. Archive Trap's lethal there, but I was going to just double check to make sure they didn't have a Veil and use Surgical on the Veil to clear that. It's only lethal if they don't have something that shuffles their library back in, or their graveyard back into their library. So checking with the Veil, Surgical, and making sure none of those cards existed before we just like power mill them out. We're doing all right. Match 3 right here. Doing the mill things, making the things happen for the mills. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Another Gigantha. I'm going to keep this on the off chance they're Tron again. We'll blast them with Archive Trap. We got the field to get the crab back online. And for some reason, I'm playing first. I didn't think I won the die roll. How would I beat? I could Surgical, and then we'd just go from there. We'd see what's going on. All right, apparently, I'm just not going to get any blue mana. I'll have blue fixed here in a moment. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Look at that. We fixed it. We can even do it with the Field of Ruins. So let's blast them here. Let's get rid of Tower. They're going to use their cool stuff. Cool, cool, cool. Before they're going to get a Tower here. Before they get green mana, I'm going to just Archive Trap now. Who knows? We could hit all forests. You never know. You never know. Cool. All right. And I guess I'll play a Rune Grab. Because why not? We're not going to do Visions there. I'm going to use Polluted Delta with Crab. Do the Visions things. Blast my opponents. Let's see what they got here. Sylvan Scrying. So they're going to go get their other Tron piece here. Urza's Mine. And plays a Sphere. Okay. It's an Orb. Alright. Let's start with Polluted Delta. Mill. Let's fetch, shock, mill. Okay. Probably just Visions here to see if I can find a Surgical for the mine. So, Visions. No such things. We have a Fraying Sanity. My opponent's milled 6, so this would mill another 6. I could Visions again, trying to hit so I can get rid of the mine, because there is a mine. I do have 4 Surgicals. If I miss, I can play Mesmeric Orb, which isn't a bad follow-up. I kind of want to go for it. Let's go digging deeper here. Extra Visions, did not find it, but I do have a Mesmeric Orb. Plenty of lands, backup Crab. Hand full of great cards. My opponent mills 3. Looking A-okay. They do have 8 mana. It's kind of scary. Can you imagine? Play extra Crab, getting the Fraying Sanity now? Oh, it's going to be amazing. Oh, they tapped without putting this down. Loss of mana. Ancient Stirrings here. Yeah. Yeah. Worst case is these two. Best case, These two. Worst case, these two. Best case, these two. Right? My opponent gets a Karn here, but we only have 6 mana. Worm Coil Engine. I think I win. I could be wrong. I can't add correctly. Making a mill. Making a mill. Do 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 do. Bam. I win. I win. Fraying Sanity is insane. It's insane when it works. All right, Tron, we're back at it. Force of Negations and Ashioks again. The Fatal pushes out. Seems decent. Don't think I change anything else. Let's go. Run to the finish line. Oh my gosh. Yes, keep. Yes. Yes. Fire. Right? This is perfect. It literally couldn't get any better. There's a mine. There's a star. Opponent's got 3 cards in their hand. Start with crab. Go. What matches a Profane Memento for? Like burn, prowess, things that do a lot of damage very quickly. Ancient Stirrings here. My opponent does find a sphere and plays it off a plant. So I needed a tower here with these crabs. Let's see if we can do it. Blast them. Blast them more. Blast them. All right, mill 12. There's a tower. I'm gonna do it now so I don't hit any more towers. Nom 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 nom. Despite them, I'm gonna take this tower too. All right, what is the dangerous stuff here? They told me the other 2 towers are at the bottom. How do we know they're at the bottom? All right. Blast them. Down to 13. Oh, Stirrings. Stirrings, that's right. They did use Ancient Stirrings. I don't deserve this then. Oh no, opponent. Dun 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 na 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 da da na na na. No cards for you. Visions. Hit another archive trap. Oh, I didn't do it. All right, I guess they get to play a little bit more. They got a blast zone. That's pretty good against my crabs. My crabs. Visions. Oh my gosh. How can I end this poor opponent even faster? Crab him. This is busted. Orb him. Attack him. I believe I blasted them. They're gone. I kind of feel bad too. We kind of did everything to them. You know what we're gonna do here? We're gonna Ashiok them. Just mill them out slowly. All right, fine. We'll do it this way. We had backup orb here, opponent, and we had Glimpse the Unthinkable. We had some Ashioks. We had it. We had it all. We just we had it all. You know what's happened? Everyone's gotten aggressive. Completely and utterly busted aggressive. And you know what they did? Everyone's like, ugh, life gain, life gain, life gain in their sideboards. And then what happens? Oh, shuffle effect. Nah, mill's not a thing. Smack. That's what happened. It is nice when we get to have it all. We don't get to have it all very often. But when we get to run out a nice hand like that, everything works. Was the attack necessary? Yes. If we didn't just demolish them into the graveyard. I'm killing it lately? Well, we're trying. Yep. You have to send that message. If you don't send that message, they won't understand. Sending the message after this league, shuffle effect goes back into their sideboard. We're helping them out. Let's go. We're 3-0. We're against the Nugget, who's 0-0. Is Tron really popular right now? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Keep. All right, let's go. What? That's an illegal card with Giganta. Incorrect card, opponent. No, these aren't as good as I thought they were gonna be. I mean, I guess the archive trap's decent, so I can't complain totally here. Blast them. Get them. What is it? Triome? Breeding pool. Stomping ground. All right. Let's find out what you're playing, opponent. Stomping ground, and if they force me, I'll lose my marbles. Oh. Oh. All right, well, we can play a Mesmeric Orb. This kind of gets interesting. So we'll slap down Orb and be like, good luck. Tap on tap, go for it. Go for it. Now they could have Force post board. They could. I don't know if they run enough blue cards, but all right. Let's hit that F6 button. Click. Go ahead, opponent. The Fraying Sanity actually doesn't look too bad either. Doesn't look too bad either. Little Windswept Teeth here. Opponent's got 4 mana of every variety here. Little blue, little red, little white. Oh yeah, the Ascendancy. There it is. Okay. All right. We have a Glimpse. Is Fraying Sanity or Glimpse better? How does Stitcher read? This is blue for Unearth. 25, 24, 23, 22. So I guess I have to do Fraying first because it doesn't guarantee a kill here. If I do it the other way. Because I would need to mill 20 probably to kill them. Yeah, it's going to be a mill for 3, and then it basically wins with the Glimpse, probably. So we just need them to not combo kill me. Simple. Simple. Easy. Don't win right here, please, opponent. And I suppose I don't want them to have more Stitchers in the yard to do something weird with the Jeskai Ascendancy. Or maybe I do, and they get greedy. We're at 20 life. That seems reasonable. Crypt Incursion seems alright, as does Bridge. Just thinking of things from my sideboard. Ashiok, I guess, is okay. Alright, Fraying Sanity, a big 0. No cards. Your move, opponent. Fetching. What's the combo again? They just keep going off and they keep untapping, tapping Fate Stitchers and creatures, and then they make them big enough and they swing. Usually a bird's in there or something else. Right now that they have just the defender, I feel a little safer, but that's one of the combos. So they're gonna get Fate Stitcher back here, that's fine. This has haste, so they need to get it up to 20. Up to 10, because another Fate Stitcher hit the bin because of Mesmeric Orb. But keeping in mind that every time they untap 2, they lose 2 now. So they might not be able to kill me here. Red-green. Manamorphose. Make some extra mana. Smart to do this before, because now they untap 1, they lose 1 here. We're just F6, but basically I'll talk our way through here. So Manamorphose, draw, discard, untap creatures. They milled 1, getting mana here. Drawing and discarding Temple Garden. Opponent makes blue-green. Makes 2/2, so we're down to 16 here. They're going to try not to tap these if they don't have to. Tapping Fate Stitcher to untap and then ends up Orb, milling a Birds of Paradise. We float to 4 mana here. 4 mana new Jeskai Ascendancy here, which creates draw discards and future untap triggers. Untapping 2, milling 2, 22, and we're at 6 damage to me. I think they have it here. I could be wrong. Clearing Wish, untap, mill for 1, 2, no 1. It'll just be a mill for 1, they gain 2 on us. Glaring Wish is a good one because it's not a draw spell. A lot of their stuff is a cantrip, and cantripping is like mill for 2. Usually, because this will be tapped. Mill for 3 if they tap a Fate Stitcher here. They are currently doing 10 damage though. Rip apart. So now they can destroy my Mesmeric Orb here and finish comboing off. Nice. Alright, so I don't think I have any enchantment removal. I do have Mystical Dispute. That wouldn't be bad. Enforce some negation. Now they can play another Manamorphose or something. Abundant Growth, untap all of this. They're out 8/8s now. I'll just make sure they play 2 more spells here. Floating all kinds of mana. A lot of draws too. They're at 13 cards. We were close. What's interesting is by doing Fraying, we lost here, but if we did Glimpse, they wouldn't have to tap here and then they could kill us, so Glimpse wouldn't have been it either, but they would have needed to be a little bit more careful. What's funny is that it doesn't show you Storm count because they don't have any Storm cards in their list. Otherwise, you would have a Storm count here. So they'd be at 10 here, and they're able to kill us. So even with the Glimpse, it wouldn't have won. Would have been close, though. 22 damage. On turn 4. Turn 4 kill combo. What's funny is that our Mesmeric Orb actually Kind of got us there because they got the other Fate Stitcher. They had to go looking for that. They might not have. It might have been okay. Aether Gust looks reasonable here too. Ashioks are okay. Opponent does a lot of fetching, so Archive Trap looks good. I don't know if it's totally like that. I'm kind of just making things up as we go. Surgical seems really good. Blood Chief's Thirst seems weaker. Fatal Push doesn't seem terrible, but probably not a 4 of. Crypt seems good. Fraying Sanity actually seems fairly weak. I think we just want all the counter magic. Let's go. Yeah, Surgical Out Ascendancy, Surgical Out Fate Stitcher, Surgical Out all kinds of stuff. Let's play first. Archive Trap would be great. Crypt is okay because it gets rid of... we'll keep this hand. It gets rid of... Fate Stitchers, possibly, depending on where you're at in the state. You can get it. I mean, I don't know. I think how we did is fine. We'll start with the Hedron Crab here. They do have bolts, but I want to be able to play Mesmeric Orb, and they're going to likely fetch, so. Mill's been great. You can see our record below. All right, Polluted Delta here. Nail him for a little bit. We'll fetch. There's a Veil of Summer. We need to be a little mindful of that. Let's keep our life total higher. Orb 'em. Attempt an orb here. I would take Crypt for Lantern. On searching, do they have a counter spell for this? Then I double Archive Trap them and see where we're at. I'll probably Field of Ruin them, honestly. You probably don't have too many basics at that point. Breeding Pool. Shocks in. Gonna counter. Allows us to resolve. I'm not going to actually use the Archive Trap here. I want them to use this. If they don't, that's fine. We're going to Field of Ruin them next turn anyway. There's no reason for me to fire these off into problematic cards. Them tapping here is perfect. Now we can Archive Trap them. Mill 2. It's not a bad card to see. Nope. There's one Jeskai Ascendancy. Alright, we're going to test to see if my opponent has another forest here. Imagine that's what they'll go get. Mill some more here. And now we'll test if the blue it has a counter spell. I was most afraid of Veil. I'm not afraid of a blue counter spell. Oh, sure. I'll take a Swan Song. Mill him again. And your move, opponent. All right, 25 cards to go here. Aether Gust to bounce a Jeskai Ascendancy if they have one. Another Field of Ruin, which will be going after Botanical Sanctum. Mill 2 here as well. Looking okay. There's another Jeskai Ascendancy. There's 2. Usually they have Glittering Wish to get the others. Shocks in. Jeskai Ascendancy in hand. Okay. Going off here seems very unlikely. Cool. All right. Another crab. I kind of want to fetch. I want to. I'd like to Field of Ruin the Botanical Sanctum to see if they get another green source. I see a forest over in the sideboard here. Instead of playing Crab and then Field, I could play Field down, Field the Botanical Sanctum, and then Aether Gust the Jeskai Ascendancy. I wouldn't. I don't want to field the white source. If I field the white source, then they have Veil up, which they've been kind of showing since the beginning. Play extra Crab here, and how much do I mill for? Honestly, it may just be enough to kill him. Is it 15? Play second Crab. 3, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15 if I hit this. 15 puts them to 7 cards. They've got some Fate Stitchers here. If they're able to kill this, can I beat them? Probably leave both back. I have an extra blocker. If I bounce this, though, they don't even have the Jeskai Ascendancy because the orb puts it away. I'm going to do it this way. I feel like this is just more certain of victory. By getting rid of the Botanical Sanctum, I don't think they have another forest. They need so many colors here. I can get whatever here. And then I can Aether Gust the Jeskai Ascendancy, and then the Mesmeric Orb takes care of it. And then they have to tap out to do all kinds of, you know, fun things. I can instant speed this, but I'm just gonna just do it right here now. It won't matter because of Orb. I guess if they have an instant speed way to draw this, but then they pay the 1 to instant speed draw it, and then they need more mana. Cool. I think this is all fun. It may be terrible, but I'm fielding them. They go get a basic. I see a basic forest. I see a basic island. Just things to remember for game 3. All right. I think maybe either way wins, but that one felt slightly more powerful. All right, so someone was saying they like the idea of an Ashiok over a Crypt Incursion. Maybe. I mean, they're both 3 mana. Bridge isn't very good here. They just glimpse or gifts or whatever the green white card is that goes and gets a card. They just get rip apart. I think it is just run it back, and I think the Crypt Incursion is just something I can do at their upkeep step or their draw step, and use the Crypt Incursion to stop Fate Stitchers. I don't like the idea of just Ashiok just sitting there, not doing a whole lot. All right, I can get behind this hand. This seems all right. Mesmeric Orb, we've liked every game here. My opponent's skipping their first turn. Bird? Breeding Pool, shocks in. We're going to play Bird or something like that. We'll go ahead and blast them. Blast them. Glittering Wish, that was the green-white card I was thinking of. All right. Let's just play Polluted Delta and pass. We're going to pass because I have Mystical Dispute to take care of the turn 2 Jeskai Ascendancy. And then that doesn't change anything for how much Crab mills for here. Blue, red, white. You got it. Okay. I'm not going to dispute that. That doesn't scare me. I may just have to, unfortunately, keep going with the game plan here. Other Serum Visions. We're leaving blue up. Swan Song again. They put 2 cards on top. Orb Ruining Scries is nice. Yeah, Crab can do it too. So Swan Song hits both of these. I guess I want the Swan Song to hit the Ruin Crab. Cool. All right. Got rid of the scries there. We don't target as well. That's always nice. Oh, look at them ascendancies. It's also good to see my opponent didn't counter that anything, so. All right, we have enough mana to do all kinds of stuff. What are we doing, opponent? Makes green mana. That's good. Green, blue. I like that. Not red and not white. Oh no. There's the red, there's the white. Glittering Wish. Oh, okay. Scary, but not frightening. Okay. Sylvan Caryatid here. All right. Oh yeah. That's a good draw. That's a good draw. I can do this with a Mystical Dispute up. Give me that Jeskai Ascendancy. Nom 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 nom. I'm like, what could I draw here that's any good? Oh, that's fantastic. Nom 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 nom. All right. What do you have left for me? Double. There's a bolt. There's some other junk in here that I don't care about. 2 Fate Stitchers and a Lightning Bolt here. Say okay. Place down the orb. Let's finish the game up. Good luck, opponent. Milia for 4. What a great mill. Into the Glittering Wish. We snagged the one out of the sideboard. They put Gigantha to hand. I guess I can't steal that one. Shocks in. Yeah, if they're able to win from here, I will also be impressed. We mill a little bit here. Land would probably win the game. Oh gosh. Just orb them again. Just orb them again. When they play Gigantha, they just get insta-dead. I didn't see any Maelstrom Pulse. All they have is Fate Stitcher, Lightning Bolt, and a Gigantha. Goodbye, Crab. We didn't need you anyway. Mill 6? Nice. All right. Double Fate Stitcher, Lightning Bolt, and this Gigantha. Plays Gigantha, leaving green open. 17 cards to go. We're going to glimpse them. A land here would be great. Mystical Dispute. What's up? This protects from blue counterspell, but not from green. Oh, I want to counter. Well done, opponent. Well done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mill 12. That's a lot of cards that are gone now. Pretty much they can only attack with Gigantha, and I think I still win here. Because they have to have running counter spells, because I'll have Glimpse, and then I'll have Bridge over the next 2 turns. You can't play anything else, opponent, you'll lose. You got it. Woo! Oh, just slap that down. Orb them to death. Not to mention that this kills them too. Looking pretty good. Not bad for the league thus far. Remember when everyone was playing 1-2 pieces of mill hate? Exactly. Yeah, we were talking about that. Mill, everyone went aggressive. Everyone's like, I need some life gain. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that mill card. No one's doing that. That surgical was very good draw. That surgical was... It was like opening an awesome present on Christmas Day. Meeting Santa on Christmas Day and catching him in your net because he ate your cookies. That's what that surgical was like. You, Mill, but congrats. Thank you. Congrats to you too. You've made it here. All right. Maybe I'll get Tron again. All right, we're 4-0. My opponent is 3-0. Someone's getting Dream Crushed, and I see 61 cards. The opponent's ready for us. Opening hand looks okay. Probably can keep it. Their creatures will be really happy. If not, then we'll have 2 dead cards. But I think I keep this. Oh, they mulligan to 6 too. They know what we're on. They're gonna mulligan to... Oh, they go to 5. Uh-oh. 4. They're going to 4. Mulligan for better? I don't think I need to worry about that. I think this is a reasonable hand. Nothing was declared. Makes me think it could be burn. Puts it in sideways here. Let's do the same. Stomping Ground. Dredge, is that what they're on? Oh gosh. Well, it's not third Tron. They did mull to Oblivion here though. 61 card list as well. Must be Sneak Pig. Inside joke. Blood Chief's Thirst looking a lot better with a Stomping Ground across the table from us. After all, Gruul cards tend to mean creatures. Uh-oh. Opponent has missed. Do I just orb them? I feel like I just orb them. Orb strong. I don't know what they're on. Stomping Ground. Mulled to 4. Missed land drop. 61 cards. Well, about the only thing I feel comfortable bringing in is maybe Aether Gust here. Let's take 1 Fatal and 1 Surgical out and bring 2 Aether Gusts in. It might be Ponza. Kind of feels a little bit like it might be that. I don't want to overboard here. How do I sideboard against Stomping Ground? You bring in the 2 counter or target spell for green and red. That's got to be it, right? I kind of want to force in here too, but I don't want to go over the top. Let's take 1 Surgical and let's bring 1 force in, just as a gotcha. I feel like denying that because that's an incorrect statement. All right, let's keep this hand. This time we got a force. Got a force. Force with the visions. Oh, Jund. No. I always wanted to do that. Do we think they're going to blow up Ruin Crab if I play it? Probability is infinity. Let's play it. Is Drown the Lock too expensive for this deck? What do you mean by expensive? Alright, they thought sees me again. There goes Bloodchief's Thirst. No more lands. Oh. Oh. Goblin. Goblin, I see. Okay. Alright, well, we got a Hedron Crab and Ruin Crab here. Life total doesn't super matter because my opponent is combo. Oh, let's get them. Mill them out here. All right, we stole a lot of cards from them. Is it enough? Just 2 color goblins. Munitions expert shoots the crab, the little one, the Hedron Crab. No. Oh, the stomping ground from earlier. That's true, they had that. Them weird. So weird. All right, I'm gonna see if I can keep the visions here. Keeping the visions and they don't kill the crab here, I get to really, really have at them. Did I get vaccinated? Oh, they attack for 2. Sure. And yes, I did. That's true. The green. I forgot about the stomping ground. Short-term memory. Opponent can do 4 mana here if they wanted to. Oh, they're doing at least 3. Blood Moon. Okay, they can't play black spells. I can play black spells. Not yet, but I can in the future. Pass the turn. Could have fetched an island. We have 3 in the list. My opponent attacks here. I will block this time. Can our crab carry us? 31 cards to go. It's about probably 7 land drops, give or take. Based on draws as well. I am the Blood Moon Master opponent. I am Prison Master. Do not use this card on me. What a rip. Basic Island, the way we lose all the time too. Goblin Matron here. They're doing things though. Not over yet. Kiki Jiki could be scary. Opponent goes and gets. I have the Master Key. We're trying real hard to get the Master Key here. Come on, what are you gonna get with the Matron? Can't get any black cards. Need another red one? What do we do? Snoopy? What do you have left? What do you have left? There's Snoop, there's Snoop. Oh. Oh, dang. Dang. All right, land first. Mill, mill, mill. Do I kill this? Yes. Get out of here. Skirk. That's too much mana. We're close. Yeah, it stops them. Stops them. Oh, land. Oh, oh. Attacks for 1 here. I cannot block because scary. Equal to its power. Power will be 2. 12 cards to go. Ringleader. We hit War Chief and Bogart. Or, yeah, War Chief and Bogart. So it's a mill for 2. Get for another 3 here. Okay. I just passed the turn here. War Chief's a little scary. They're making some damage here. 6 cards to go. Land off the top's not the worst. We'll take any blue spell. Blue spells are more or less our mill spells. War Chief. Huh. Huh. Matron. Huh. Mill for 1. If they go get something. Mill for 1. 2, 4, 5, 6 damage. 12 over 2 turns. 13, 14, 15, 16. Ugh. It's like just enough. Matron failed to find. I mean, they have 6 cards to pick from. What do they want? I can block this turn. Kiki Jiki, I have to block here. That way I'm high enough that when they play Bogart down, there's a Kiki Jiki here. That's kind of frightening. I win? I win by the card that I hate the most? I already played a land here. Well, they play Kiki Jiki. Hold on. Let's make sure we can secure this. What does Field do? Field doesn't do... Oh, Field would do... Yeah, Field I could go get my own thing. Yeah. Let's make sure... Yeah. Get rid of the moon. I'm thinking of like, do I need to counter this and then bounce this somehow or, you know, whatever. So I do this. I get to field them. And with the true style points here, we're going to make them draw right now. True style points right now. Mill them. Oh, let me do it. No, I'm winning on my turn. That's a shiny trophy. That's a shiny trophy. That's what you get when you get 11 chests, a 5-0, 5-0, 11 chests. Wow, our first trophy of the season comes to us with blue, black, mill, running, Fraying Sanity. Oh my gosh. What's up? 10-1 as well. It was a nice league, wasn't it? Take a bow. 5-0 indeed, Freedy. McClint with the 10-1. Well played. DB, Hazendan, True King, Madam TG. Get your name in there. Slayer Fall, Grayer World. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think even if I waited there, I wonder if I waited there and took the draw, we'll never know. That worked nicely. Well, there you have it. Sit up straight after that showing. Blue Black Mill does it. Mesmeric Orb did excellent. Tron matchups weren't too bad. Archive Trap was pretty nice. We even forced a Thoughtseize. That worked out in our favor there, getting rid of the Visions. Visions was hot. It was a good league. When this goes up on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Twitch got to see it live. Come join us live.